Do you want to achieve financial freedom? Today, we're going to delve into the practical steps you can take to attain this goal. Regardless of your current financial circumstance, be it a shoestring budget or a hefty paycheck, financial freedom is a realistic ambition. It's about smart decisions, disciplined savings, and clever investments. This journey isn't reserved for the wealthy, it's open to all. So, are you ready to step into the journey of financial freedom? What is financial freedom anyway? Well, at its core, financial freedom is all about the power of choice. It's the ability to live the lifestyle you desire without being tied to a regular paycheck. It's about being the master of your money, not its servant. It means your personal or household expenses are covered by income that doesn't require your direct involvement. This is what we call passive income. Imagine a life where you're not trading hours for dollars, but your money is working for you, even while you sleep. You're free to pursue your passions, spend quality time with your loved ones, or simply enjoy a cup of coffee on a Tuesday morning without worrying about office hours. That's the essence of financial freedom. It's essential to remember that this isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, it's a journey, a process that requires understanding, planning, discipline, and patience. Indeed, financial freedom is not a dream, but a journey that starts with a single step. The first step to financial freedom is mastering the art of budgeting. Now, don't let that word intimidate you. Budgeting is not a complex math problem or a financial jargon that only accountants understand. It's as simple as knowing how much money is coming in and how much is going out. Think of it as a roadmap, guiding you towards your financial goals. Without this map, you might find yourself lost in the wilderness of debts and financial stress. But with it, you can navigate your way to financial freedom with ease and confidence. So, how do you create this roadmap? It starts with tracking your income and expenses. List down all your income sources. That's your full-time job, part-time gigs, freelance work, everything. Next, list all your expenses. Rent, groceries, utilities, entertainment, the works. Don't leave anything out. The goal here is to get a clear picture of where your money is coming from and where it is going. You'll be surprised at how much you can learn about your spending habits just by doing this simple exercise. Once you have this information, the next step is to set your financial goals. What are you saving for? A new car, a dream vacation, retirement? Your goals will give your budget purpose and direction. Now that you have your income, expenses, and goals, it's time to bring them all together. Subtract your expenses from your income. If you have money left over, great. That's your savings, which you can use to reach your financial goals faster. If you're in the red, don't panic. This just means you need to find ways to increase your income or decrease your expenses, or both. Budgeting might seem like a lot of work, but it's worth it. It gives you control over your money instead of the other way around. It lets you make informed decisions about your finances. And most importantly, it brings you one step closer to financial freedom. Remember, a budget is not a restriction, but a plan for your money. Scene script. Once you've mastered budgeting, it's time to save and invest. Saving is the act of setting aside a portion of your income for future use. It's your safety net, your cushion against life's unexpected expenses. But saving alone isn't enough. Money left idle doesn't grow. This is where investing comes in. Investing is the process of putting your money to work for you. It's about buying assets like stocks, bonds, real estate, or even starting your own business. These assets are expected to generate income or increase in value over time, turning your initial investment into more money. Now let's delve into the magic of compound interest, an essential concept in investing. Picture interest as a snowball rolling down a hill. As it rolls, it picks up more snow, growing larger and faster. That's compound interest. It's the interest you earn on both your original money and on the interest you've already received. It's your money making more money for you. The power of compound interest is magnified over time. The earlier you start investing, the longer your money can compound, leading to exponential growth. If you invest $100 each month starting in your 20s, you'll have significantly more by retirement age than if you started in your 30s, all other things being equal. However, investing is not without risks. It's essential to conduct thorough research and consider seeking advice from financial advisors. Diversification, or spreading your investments across various types of assets, is another key strategy to reduce risk. Remember, saving and investing are not one-time events but lifelong habits. It's not about getting rich quick, but about steadily building wealth over time. It's about making your money work for you so you don't have to work as hard for your money. The earlier you start investing, the more time your money has to grow. This is the power of saving and investing, the second stepping stone to financial freedom. debt can be a major obstacle to financial freedom. It's like a heavy backpack you've been carrying around for too long, slowing down your progress towards your financial goals. But don't worry, it's not an insurmountable hurdle. It's just a part of your financial journey that needs a strategic approach. At the heart of debt management is understanding the nature of your debt. Knowing what you owe and to whom can help you create a plan. It's like plotting a map for a road trip. You need to know your starting point, your destination, and the best route to get there. In this case, your starting point is your current debt, your destination is zero debt, and the best route is your debt repayment plan. So how do you create a debt repayment plan? First, list out all your debts, from credit cards to student loans, mortgages, and car loans. Write down how much you owe, the interest rate, and the minimum monthly payment for each. This will give you a clear snapshot of your debt situation. Now let's talk about prioritizing your debts. Not all debts are created equal. Some debts come with high interest rates that can make them grow quickly if left unchecked. These are usually unsecured debts like credit card debt, so it makes sense to prioritize these high-interest debts in your repayment plan. Paying them off first can save you a lot of money in the long run. Then, there are secured debts like mortgages and car loans. These usually have lower interest rates. While it's important to keep up with the minimum payments, you might want to focus less on these when you're trying to get rid of high-interest debts. Remember, managing debt isn't just about paying off what you owe, it's also about preventing new debt from piling up. This means living within your means, sticking to your budget, and saving for emergencies so you don't have to rely on credit. In the end, it's all about taking control of your money rather than letting your money control you. Debt is just a part of your financial journey, not the end of it. With a solid plan and disciplined approach, you can overcome it and move closer to your goal of financial freedom. To accelerate your journey to financial freedom, consider building multiple income streams. Now let's take a moment to unpack what this means and why it's a critical step in your financial journey. Having multiple income streams is like having several different roads all leading to the same destination: financial freedom. Each road may vary in length and difficulty, but ultimately, they all help you reach your desired destination faster. More income streams mean more money flowing into your financial reservoir, and that's a good thing. So what are some examples of these income streams? Well, they can be active or passive. Active income streams require you to exchange your time and energy for money. This could be your regular 9-to-5 job, freelance work, or a side business that you run in your spare time. Passive income streams, on the other hand, are the real game changers. This is income that you earn without having to put in a significant amount of active work once it's up and running. Some examples include rental income from properties you own, dividends from stocks you've invested in, and income from a business that operates without your daily involvement. Imagine waking up to find that while you were sleeping, your money was working for you, generating income. That's the power of passive income. It's like having a team of tireless workers who are always on the clock, helping you increase your wealth. Building multiple income streams may sound daunting, but it's entirely doable. Start small, perhaps with a side business or by investing in a rental property. As you gain confidence and experience, you can gradually add more streams. Remember, the key is diversity. Just as a farmer doesn't rely on a single crop, you shouldn't depend solely on one income source. The more diverse your income streams, the less vulnerable you are to financial storms. Multiple income streams can provide financial security and accelerate your journey to financial freedom. So, aren't you ready to start building your financial empire? Financial freedom is a journey, not a destination. The path to financial independence is paved with key steps: budgeting, saving and investing, managing debts, and building multiple income streams. Each step is crucial, like the chapters of a book, each contributing to the story of your financial freedom. Every step you take, whether it's setting a budget, investing wisely, reducing debt, or creating diverse income streams, brings you closer to your goal. Start your journey to financial freedom today. Remember, every step counts.